I'll just wait till it pops up on here. Because then I'll give everyone a chance to see it, I guess.
Do it.
Wait till it pops up on here, then we'll do the intro video. I'm not Batman. But we'll also let me get, like, the chat.
Yeah. You know, if none of this works, it's all your fault, once again.
Shut up.
Shut your face!
Yeah, they can hear it. I'm sure they're enjoying this part.
Right?
Well, this is good, because it lets people kind of come in for a little bit. Do I need to have the video? I think I need to have the video playing.
So many people.
Yeah,
that's fine. Just click on the other... Why do you have to have the video playing?
Does that affect the chat that we see?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I will find out.
We don't do that usually.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. This is your job. What the hell have you been doing this whole time?
Whatever. We got this. All right. I think we are good to go.
We're rolling.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Nerdbuzzed!
Nerdbuzzed doesn't condone the consumption of alcohol by any persons under the age of 21. Please drink responsibly.
Welcome to Nerdbuzzed, the podcast where we talk about all the nerdy stuff that we care about and drink a cool frosty brew while we're doing it. I'm your host, Marcus Ellinger, and with me every single episode, never ever misses an episode. So important.
This guy.
The All Faithful beer. We have to have it for every single episode, or we would never get through and be able to tolerate the other guy that's with me
Okay.
every single
that was
episode.
A good one. It's me, it's Jack. And the chat does work, so I'm happy about that. Hello. Hello, Slade.
Slade's already joined us.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy. He was going to join us and be a guest, but he's suffering from sickness because he has children.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got a couple Petri dishes at home.
Yeah, that ain't good.
Yeah. But he is going to join us and talk about Ninja Batman because it was his idea to have it as our anime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before we get into all that stuff, though, and all of our nerdy things, I am going to drink a Kirkland beer today because my dad found another 24-pack. And he found it for only $20.
I thought you said they stopped selling them. Or was that...
Well, I couldn't find them, and then they came back, and then they wanted $30 for them instead of $20.
Oh, my God.
Right?
$30 for like 1,000... Jesus.
Ridiculous.
No. 1,000 beers for $30?
Right?
Screw
and
that.
then he...
Thumbs down, swipe left.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, left. And then he... but he found it for $20 again, and he picked it up for me. So, thanks, Dad. This one's for you.
Thanks, Dad. Different dad. Not...
My biological father.
Not the All-Father.
Yeah.
As we call him. As we call him now.
Not our the president of our fan club.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to drink the pale ale from the pack. It's not really my favorite. I'm not the biggest fan of pale ales. But again, these are really just such
just keep complaining.
Great beers. Don't worry. The show has just started.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to drink this one. Mm-hmm. It just smells pretty light and crisp. Do you want to smell it, Jack? No. Get your nose out of my beer. So, how's your water?
That's pretty good.
Is it cold? Does it taste better in your flash glass?
Yeah, it does. I didn't know you had this.
That's actually courtesy of Mick.
Oh, thanks, Mick. Is this recent?
It was the last little box of surprise that he sent me.
I've been drinking it the whole time. I feel like I'm cheating since you haven't.
That's probably why you're drinking it so fast.
Yeah.
Because it's in a flash glass. You're going to have to.
Nice. All right. Well, to all the nerds.
Through all the fuzz.
Bottoms up. Let's get Nerdbuzzed.
Clankety.
Holla. Shout out to the followers.
Destiny joke. Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet. Thanks for joining us. Okay. So, it's definitely a pale beer. It's only okay. Mm-hmm. But it's a good quality pale. I like that about this.
What does a pale taste like?
It's definitely lighter. It doesn't have the same intensity of the mouthfeel. Mm-hmm. But this one is actually still pretty malty. So I kind of like that about it. It's kind of bitter, a little bit bitter still. Mm-hmm. It's an APA, American Pale Ale, instead of an India Pale Ale.
It sounds like...
It's more American.
AP.
A?
Yeah. It's the Canadian AP.
Yeah, I thought that too. Nice.
Yeah.
You know what they say. So I do want to give a big shout out to our followers.
Shout out to the followers.
We hit 100 subscribers.
That's
It's a double thumbs up to all the fans
Double
out
thumbs
there.
up.
Thank
We don't
you.
have 100 thumbs, but if we did, a thumb for every
So
subscriber.
you want to know what YouTube makes as our next very reasonable and attainable goal after 100?
What?
1,000.
Oh. Okay, we're getting there.
Tell your friends. Smash that like
button. What do we get at 1,000?
I think we get, that's where you can like make money.
Oh.
Like I think YouTube's into it and finds us as viable for making money.
Yeah, okay.
So that
sounds cool.
Take. Yeah, it's going to be
The
awesome.
Nerdbuzzed 401k. Yeah.
Yeah. And we were supposed to get new microphones today, but
we
Amazon is running late.
Yeah.
So hopefully for next episode we'll have new microphones and sound even more beautiful. I don't know if that's possible, but we're sure going to try.
Shout out to Amazon for trying to cancel my student Prime membership. I still go to school. Mark Bezos, I will find you, and I'll show you my student ID, and you'll feel like an idiot. So get ready for that. That'll be in the next podcast. Yeah.
He will do it from that weird plexiglass wall in prison. That you'll be on the side of it because you murdered what's-his-face, right?
Mark Bezos?
Isn't that what you were going to do? Murder him to get your
No, I was
stuff?
just going to show him my student ID and be like, hey.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to murder him.
Nah.
I took it to a new level.
We shouldn't. I said Jeff Bezos. Did I not? Become a cog in the machine. I am already a cog in the machine. So
That's true.
yeah,
He's
I've embraced it.
Cog. I would love to be a cog in the YouTube machine. If we have 1,000 subscribers, bring it on. I will be a cog so many times.
Mark
You
Bezos.
said Mark.
Two birds, one stone.
That's what we
Think
do
about
on this
it.
show is we
Yeah.
give Jack a hard time. Thank you to all of our amazing fans. So, yes, 100 subscribers is awesome. So please tell your friends. Keep subscribing. Take that subscribe button to Pound Town. You can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook and let us know what you see of the show, what you think of the show. You can give Jack a hard time there. I would love to tell him all about how much you want to just give him a hard time. It'd be awesome.
There's a Discord server.
Yes.
Yeah, there is.
What is it called? How do people find it? Jack's
Nerdbuzzed.
working really hard on it.
If you just friend me on Discord, it's like my username is GodKingJack, I think 4935, or maybe it's Grandmaster.
Why do you have
God King
numbers
Jack.
after it?
That's how Discord. Well, that's how the usernames work in Discord.
You have to have numbers after it?
Yeah, it's a whole thing. Well, because I think multiple people can have the same username. Then it's up to 10,000 people can have that username because there's 4 individuals.
But what if there's nobody that has it? Do you still have to have a number after it?
Yeah.
What? Is it at least 0001?
Okay, my username is Grandmaster God King Jack 4934. Every first letter of the word is capitalized. It's that easy. Friend me, I'll ID in the Discord. I'll figure out how to put it in the YouTube link. It's very complicated. It's too hard.
Nice. Jack is working so hard.
I am.
So we're still going to play our Nerd Play game.
For Honor.
Which is For Honor. I've dabbled some. I've played
I like it.
I played a few hours for 3 days now.
Yeah.
And we got this game because Dad's a big fan of it.
Shout out to Dad.
And big shout out, president of the fan club. Mm-hmm. When I first played For Honor, I absolutely hated the game because it would not load and connect. It had such connection issues.
It had peer-to-peer, so if one person had really bad connection, I'm pretty sure what would happen is you'd be on their connection.
That's also crappy, but
yeah.
I did not even.
And they would lag attack you, they would just start disappearing and doing crazy moves, and getting behind you and backstabbing. Yeah, it wasn't good.
That's also a totally valid complaint.
Yeah.
But what happened to me was because For Honor is a online save only, it doesn't save to your system. It save. Maybe that's different now, but when it came out, it's saves to the Ubisoft cloud, right?
Yeah.
So unless you made it through the initial tutorial thing, it didn't save till after that. So then it would go to connect and save once you got that far. Mm-hmm. And if it didn't connect, then it didn't save and you had to do the tutorial over again. I'm pretty sure I did that tutorial 5 times.
Oh my God.
Because it wouldn't connect. And then I said, screw this game, and I returned it.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, it didn't have a good launch. It was like Rainbow Six, but Rainbow Six got a lot better. And from what I've played of For Honor,
is it Anthem?
What?
with a crappy launch.
Oh, well, I don't suspect the Anthem. Yeah, I think the difference is the Anthem is going to stay not good. At least from what I've heard. It doesn't sit I don't think there was any passion put into that game whatsoever. Even at BioWare, they don't make games like that. They make Mass Effect, Star Wars, they made the Jedi Academy? Knights of the Old Republic. They made Knights of the Old Republic.
I don't think that's a game.
KOTOR. Well, no, Jedi Academy was.
Was it?
Yeah.
I didn't play it. Did they make that too?
I'm looking it up.
Do your goddamn job. Anyway,
you.
though, since we've been playing For Honor again,
Jedi Academy.
the connection issues, I have not ran into them.
I haven't played it online yet. I played the single player, but it's just fun. It's just really.
I think
fun.
it's actually loads of fun. It has a lot of block, counter, and attack stuff that's all kind of the same buttons, but it's actually balanced really well.
Yeah.
I'm having a lot of fun with it. It kind of reminds me of
Raven Software, not. Yeah.
nice.
I don't know who
So
that is.
close, Jack. It reminds me of like
Dark Souls.
Dynasty Warriors a little
Oh,
bit.
don't say
Dark
Dynasty
Souls a little
Warriors.
bit. It's got like this hybrid of stuff put in there.
Yeah. Thanks.
Jack, get it together. It's never gonna happen. Never gonna happen.
Yeah.
So we're gonna keep playing For Honor. We're gonna do that for Dad. He's gonna join us for the review episode of that game.
I'm excited.
And
That'll
we're
be
gonna
fun.
talk to him about it. Hopefully he's not freaking out and like sweating balls, and he's gonna bail on us. You think? He's got so
why
much
would he do that?
presidential stuff to do as part of the
Oh,
fan club.
yeah.
With all of his 99 other people he's responsible for now.
He is responsible for their lives.
Yes.
Legal. He's already signed the documents unknowingly, but he signed them. So.
all
Get on it,
99
Dad.
people have signed
Yeah.
documents they're unaware of.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first thing I do want to talk about, we got another Nintendo Direct, right?
Yeah.
We get those
What are
not infrequently. I'm not even sure.
Treehouse
exactly.
is their E3 thing, right?
I don't know exactly. I don't really follow Nintendo
They'll
that closely.
just be like, here's some stuff.
yeah.
Okay.
And most of the time when the Directs come out, it's like, it's a bunch of games that are already out on other systems, and I'm not super stoked about that.
Yeah.
Or it's something that they've already made a million times, and I'm not really stoked about that either.
In this case, they've only made it once.
Maybe twice. I bet
Really?
Slade will tell us. The game that we're talking about is Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, which is part of the reason I wanted Slade to join us. He's a big fan of it. Blew up my phone with excitement over the
This has
announcement.
been the longest gap in directs. Yeah, I haven't been following the directs until like now, because
Yeah.
I didn't have a Switch or anything.
Yeah, well, that makes sense that there's been a gap till this one, because I kind of felt like we were getting inundated with them, and it was never anything I really cared about, so I've just been ignoring them, kind of.
Yeah.
And then I heard that this had big
Tetris
news
Battle
going
Royale.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which actually sounds kind of cool.
It looks cool. It looks fun.
Of course, now I have to have online.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like $24 a year, which is nice.
Yeah. I want better stuff.
Yeah.
And I want better connection.
Yeah.
It's kind of having a For Honor launch issue problems at the moment.
Don't even talk about it.
Yeah, let's not get into that. So the original Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening came out in 1993 for the Game Boy, and it's being remade for the Switch. So it's not just the exact same game. It's
Yeah.
actually it's totally getting reworked and repolished.
Which is
but
kind
it
of
looks
cool.
like
Like
it
they
is
could have
the
just
same
put
game.
it on the their like online, the game. Like I don't know what it's called. I think it's called like the NES library. They could have put it in there of like a Game Boy library, but they're actually remastering it, and it looks like really pretty. It looks
The art style
way
is
better than it
phenomenal.
has to be. Yeah.
Yeah. And it looks like I've seen comparisons to the original versus the new trailer. Like I've seen one where it's side by side, somebody put it together or whatever.
Yeah.
And it looks identical.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like it is just the exact same game, but just way prettier.
Which is really cool.
I'm actually pretty excited about it. I think on our show we've talked so many times about how the Switch is awesome for people that are catching up, right? And they want all those other games. That's really, really cool for them. I'm really excited for those people. But I want some cool Nintendo stuff, and I want them to tap into their own library and not just release an ultimate version of a game that's already come out, which I guess this kind of is.
Yeah.
But it's never made it to a console,
Yeah.
which the Switch is only kind of.
And
but
it looks really fun.
I'm excited for it. It's a Zelda game I've never played.
I've never played. I don't think I've ever played any, I guess, Zelda games like that. Like the only game I've played was Breath of the Wild. But I'm really interested
That's
in
the
playing
only
this
Zelda
one.
game you've ever played?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is-
I'm surprised
I know.
by that. Not even like Ocarina?
No.
Everybody. That's like the Final Fantasy VII of Zelda games. And
That's
you've never
that's what
played
everyone
that?
said. My dad played Ocarina, I guess.
Yeah.
And
When
he sold
Ocarina
that
came
to get a
out,
PS2.
so many people crap their pants.
Yeah, it looks like a good game, but so does this one, and I'm really excited to play this. And I was really surprised by like, it just almost looks like I'm very fake. You're fake. There are Goomba and Chain Chomps. Yeah, so I heard from some kid in one of my classes, not a kid, he's a grown man. Heard from a grown man in one of my classes that it was
Older than
originally made. What?
Older than you?
I think so. Maybe. I don't know. Point is, he said that it was a like a fan game, or yeah, it was originally like a fan project, but Nintendo was like, that's cool, greenlight it, and they just made it into a full game. So that's why there's Goombas and Chain Chomps, and that looks really fun because it kind of just seems like a love letter to Nintendo, in a Nintendo game, officially published by like I don't know. I'm a big fan of that. It just looks really fun.
Well, and Slade says that with Super Game Boy, not even really aware that was a thing.
Super Game Boy? Excuse me?
He says you can play it on a console.
Super Game Boy.
And I think he's doubting your theory on the game.
My theory on the game? I very much doubt that it was originally like a fan game. Well, this is what I heard from some guy in my class.
What I could find based on it, it is totally made by Nintendo.
Oh,
Nintendo
it's a cartridge that you put Game Boy cartridges into.
Oh, nice.
Struggle with that one.
In your SNES.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if you can see this, but it's like, that's a cartridge, and in it is a cartridge where you can put Game Boy
Put another cartridge.
That's intense. That's really intense. And then in the Game Boy cartridge, you can put an SD card. Yeah.
All the good stuff.
Yeah.
All the
put
good
a
stuff.
micro USB in there. Wait, no. Micro
It'd have to be an SD with then a micro SD.
Micro SD. Because I've seen that before.
Yeah, I have a couple of those.
Yeah.
That's how you make your micro SD fit in a regular SD slot. Yeah, because it won't work the other way. Yeah.
Because it's too small.
Yeah. Because it's micro.
I don't need to see it. I didn't say you needed to see it. You obviously know what it is, just for the rest of the chat. Slade.
Yeah. This is why you should have been here, right?
Yeah.
It is the fourth installment in the Legend of Zelda series, and I'm like 90 million% sure it's just totally made by Nintendo. Like, they made it, they came up with it, they did it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's not a fan thing.
No, well, I think it was originally a fan project by some people, and then Nintendo was like, "Oh, let's make this into a game."
Like by people
and then
that worked for Nintendo.
Yeah,
and
that's
were
what-
working
that's-
on it after hours in the office of Nintendo.
That's what I heard.
Okay.
Yeah. I think so many other game story and gameplay wise will still hold up, but the graphics are bad. The graphics of like, are you talking about the old ones or like the graphics of the remaster? Because I personally really like the graphics of the remaster.
Oh yeah,
It reminds me of like not as pixely as Pixel, or not as voxely as Pixel.Heroes, and not as pixely as what's that one game, Octopath. But I also like how like both those games
looks more like, it almost looks like a kind of like a claymation-ish sort of style. I don't know, like they totally look like little 3D characters, but not really pixelated at all.
Yeah, but it has that same. I guess those games are kind of look like Zelda. Well, I guess 3D Dot Heroes looks more like Zelda.
It's a blatant
Pixel,
Zelda
whatever it was. Yeah. But what I like about this game that Octopath and that game don't have is that crappy blur effect on the side. That bugs me about both those games. That's why I don't think I can play Octopath. That blur effect, it just.
Well, and Octopath looks very retro-y pixelated.
Yeah.
And like it's polished pixelated, but it's very edgy pixelated, right? And this is very smooth looking.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm really excited for it. I've always said I'm a huge fan of Zelda games, especially because they are just different. Mm-hmm. They're totally my.
Like, what was Spirit Tracks? You had a train in that one.
Yeah, I never played that one.
Yeah, it was on the DS. It's after, I think it took place canonically after Wind Waker? Is it the one where you're in the ship?
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
It's one where you have a boat.
Yeah. Wind Waker, then there was Phantom Hourglass, and then like in Spirit Tracks are the ancestor of them, and you have a train. So yeah, it seems like all the games, they just kind of do whatever they want. But this one looks really interesting. I'll have to get it.
I am pretty stoked about it. And I'm curious to see, because as far as I know, it's the first like handheld reboot that's being put on the Switch, which hopefully will be like super at home there because it is a handheld system.
I mean,
right?
They did kind of remaster the original Pokemons with Eevee and Pikachu. From what I heard, that's literally just like the like red and it's like some of the old Pokemon games that were on the Game Boy.
Okay.
It's like just a straight up remaster.
I've never played a Pokemon game.
That's what my friends say.
I've never played a Pokemon game. The closest I've ever played to a Pokemon game is Smash Bros. As Pikachu or whatever.
Similar at all.
I play in the
you didn't play Go?
arena. No.
Oh, you didn't want to get up and walk around?
Yes, that's a big drawback.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The older ones. Okay. I think Nintendo's focus is on family-oriented gameplay, and the original audiences of Legend of Zelda have kids now. Yeah, that's a good point. I got nothing.
I got nothing.
Wow. I haven't heard that from him before.
Wow, I like that even though Slade had nothing to say, he still felt a need to say something.
Yeah.
That's awesome, Slade.
Yeah.
Never
That's a good point,
cease to fail us.
Neva. That's a yeah.
That you think they're focusing more on family-oriented stuff?
Well, that they have kids by now, and like it gets the parents interested in the games again, then it gets the kids interested in what their parents are interested in. So it's like it like brings the family together because the parents are like, oh, I played that, I'll play that again.
Yeah, I think that's what Nintendo should focus on way
All
more
the
than
time.
what they're doing now.
Yeah.
I want so many old Nintendo games to come to the Switch, but they're so obsessed with soaking up everything else.
It's cool. I'm really glad they're doing this. This could be a good sign.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Super into this.
And I'm pretty sure that at this Direct, this was like, just totally came out of left field. Nobody saw this coming. This was this big shocker to everyone.
Yeah. I'm into it. Keep it up, Nintendo.
Yeah, no, if this is the direction they're going to keep going, it's exactly what we wanted them to do. I'm really, really excited about it. The other game that they did mention, I looked through the list of all the everything they announced. Great, I guess. They're all awesome. Lots of, again, ports, but one that's going to be new specifically for the Switch, I'm stoked for it, is Astral Chains.
Oh my god, what was that? That looks so cool.
It reminds me of a little bit of, what was it called? It's right over here. Freedom Wars. Reminds me a little bit of Freedom Wars for the...
Freedom Wars? Is that
for
the one
Vita.
where you fight the bugs? No, that's Earth Defense Force.
Yeah. It very much looks like a Platinum game. It reminds me of the Automata. Is that right? Is it?
Near Automata.
Yeah.
Automata, yeah.
That game I really, really love, and it has that kind of RPG, but very much an action game feel.
Oh, yeah.
They even did the Metal Gear Rising, which this kind of looks like it has that fighting in it, right?
Yes.
It's like, I'm totally fine with a game that has that guilty pleasure kind of button mash, take out guys play style.
But it looked like there were so many, like the different combos you could pull off. I feel like it will be a very, tactical game, though. Because I think, watching some of the high-end Metal Gear Rising, players... Yeah, it's ridiculous what they do.
Yeah, totally. Well, and this one looks like you can do that kind of thing too. Like you can
chain
call
your guy.
up this spirit robot thing or something that has a chain to it that you control.
Swing him right, it looks awesome.
I actually think I'm really excited for that one. I think and I love that it's a Switch exclusive.
And it looks and it looks really pretty. I think most people were just kind of well, the Switch you're not going to get the best looking games, but this actually looks like it could go against something that's on the PlayStation and Xbox, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah, Bayonetta is a game I've never... Slade says it makes him wonder what's going on with Bayonetta 3, which I also thought of too, because that's also a Platinum game, if I'm correct. I believe that's right. He's saying there's nothing come up with it. Yeah, it is, because I looked up the list of other Platinum games that Platinum made, and that one's at the bottom still with all these question marks by it. As far as
I'm sure maybe they'll release... Maybe this was meant to be released before Bayonetta 3. And then Bayonetta 3 will be next year. Or, because this said 2019, didn't it? No, that was Zelda said 2019.
I think this did too. I'm pretty sure that I think all of these things in the Direct are 2019. I'm going to assume that.
Astral Chains.
I assume a lot of things. So
you know what they say about making assumptions. Yeah. They can just sometimes be
make
correct.
You like this guy.
Nice.
So anyway, I'm actually really stoked about it. I did want to say, did we ever mention because there was all those rumors about the Switch and the next one and what they were going to do, and we had our little theories and thoughts. Did we ever say what happened with that?
No.
Because I did hear, the last news I heard about that, all this Switch talk made me think of it, was that they are going the route of a cheaper model.
Uh-huh.
Like the Lite. Which is
Switch
interesting.
X. No, that'd be more expensive. Switch.
X's are always cool.
XD?
XD?
SD. Something like that. Thanks, Jeremiah. Yeah, glad to see you too. Nice.
He is so fake.
Coming August 30th, 2019. So Astral Chain is coming in 2019.
Yeah, I think all the things in the Direct are coming 2019.
That's cool. I'm excited.
That would make sense. It's called Direct, right?
Yeah. Direct. They download the games in your Switch. It's free. It's free, guys.
The Direct is free.
Yeah.
The other thing that we have to talk... Do you have any other Nintendo talk? I know that you have the Nintendo Switch. Are you totally jazzed on it?
I like it still.
Are you playing
It's
it
fun.
more than your PlayStation?
Not recently. No, I've been playing a lot of Bloodborne and a bit of For Honor. So
Nice.
That's
I
been
looked
my-
over. I keep my Switch on my nightstand, and I actually looked over at it the other night, and it's got such a layer of dust on it.
ooh,
I felt kind of bad. I need to dust that thing off and
Yeah.
start jamming out some games again. Yeah.
Yeah.
100
100 more hours in Breath of the Wild.
right? The other news that we did get, again, we're going to rehash old news kind of, but developers and publishers are getting really irritated with Sony once again because apparently Sony came out and said, hey, everybody, we would love to do crossplay games. This is how easy it is. You just need to get a hold of us and go through and check the boxes, and we'll make it happen for you.
Yeah.
And so developers and publishers are like, cool, Sony, show me the boxes. And they're like, checkity, check, right? And they get all the way down to the bottom, and Sony's like, nope, can't do it.
not
No
happening.
crossplay for you and your crappy third-party game.
Yeah.
That's their quote. I have, I reserve my opinion of their crappy third-party games.
Yeah.
But Sony is making it beyond difficult, apparently, to have your games actually work for crossplay. Some of the developers were even saying how if Sony would say yes, that's all they have to do. They're
flip a
like,
switch.
literally, we could
Yeah.
flip a switch, we could make it happen if Sony would just say yes. And that's all. That's the last thing. That's the last box, I guess, on
Yeah.
the list. Is Sony said yes.
Will they say yes? No.
Yeah, it's
Sony
like
has
our
to check that one.
it's like our YouTube 100 subscribers. So I have our YouTube link. I forgot to mention that.
yeah,
Because
okay.
of our 100 subscribers, it's actually youtube.com/c/nerdbuzzed podcast, but it doesn't work yet. And I went online, but it's there, and it says
Yeah.
we have it. It's registered to us, but I looked online about it, and apparently people have to wait weeks before it happens.
We're getting
Or-
there, guys.
yeah.
We're getting there.
It's supposed to happen. I bet if we had 101 subscribers, hit that button. So I don't know. Do you even?
It's stupid.
I think it is really
They
stupid.
could make so much money. Like, they wouldn't. What money would they lose? They would make more money.
Yeah, I don't really see. I mean, I guess I kind of get like. Also, Sony actually came out recently and said that like their visions for the PS5 and all that sort of stuff and what they want to do, and that they're actually scaling back the amount of games that they're going to release to focus on quality over quantity, right? And that they are not going to invest anything in the battle royale market because it's already oversaturated, and they want to do and there's
That's
all
nice.
these things that they're saying that I'm like, that's actually super cool. Like that is the mentality I want you to have, right?
Yeah.
But just let us play games with each other. Like if they would let crossplay happen, we could play For Honor with Dad,
Yeah, that would
right?
be like,
that would be awesome. I'd love to do that.
or I could play Overwatch with Neve. Like, yeah, there's just like, I don't understand, and it's not even just like,
It's not a
Small
Sony. It's not
games.
like, I don't think it takes any more work on Sony's end.
no, they just like, I think maybe what they're thinking is that like, oh, this guy wants to play with his friends on PS4, so we'll just make him buy a PS4. But like, no one's gonna buy a PS4, or like not many people are buying PS4 for third-party games. People are buying a PS4s for first-party games. They're buying for God of War, for Bloodborne, Horizon, like everything else. Like third-party is not what sells a system. I can't play Overwatch with me. I'm too good for you. I'm the best fair in the game. You could play For Honor. What's he trying to say there?
We could play For Honor?
Wait.
With Xbox people? Look it up, Jack.
Now no, there's no
can you
crossplay.
crossplay For
No.
I think
Swipe
Jay's full of
left.
crap.
For Honor cross.
Okay,
Well,
I know Jay's full of crap, but I think about this specifically.
I think he's trying to say that I haven't played For Honor. I was playing Bloodborne one night, and Mick messages me. He's like, "Oh, really, Bloodborne?" I'm like, "It's downloading. It's gonna take like 5 days." Yeah, no, there's definitely not crossplay.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed about that.
Yeah.
I wish that Sony would just get over it. Do you think PS5 this is a non-issue? They will just incorporate it and it's just going to be standard.
Oh, they could. You know what they could be waiting for? They could announce that like PS5, every game's gonna be crossplay, and they could do that at like their not E3 thing this year
Yeah.
because they're not doing E3, which is weird.
Yeah, I heard that too.
But like, I mean, maybe they could do that as like a marketing thing of like, look at
I don't think it's
crossplay.
going to happen while we have PS4. I don't think that they care about focusing on
Yeah.
it. I think they still care about the PS4, but I think that what does he say? No, if it existed, you, Marcus, could play.
You could. I'm
What?
confused.
I don't get it.
I don't get it. My brain's too small.
Oh, it might be downloaded by now.
Oh.
I think he means I could play with him because he has a massive internet monster.
Yeah. I thought my internet monster was big, but yeah.
Dude, you should see Jay's internet monster. It's so huge, it's impressive. Yeah, I kind of feel like where Sony's sitting at with the PS4 now is that they've had an awesome run and they really enjoy what's gone on with it. But they're not as concerned about focusing on making the PS4 more relevant when they're going to just make a PS5 that will do all those things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's an afterthought already for them.
They're just
Nice.
could change at any moment. Yeah, no, I think that is a good point, Slade. That if they need a PR bump or something like the game sharing, maybe they want to do another like moment like that. But I don't.
I guess that's what I mean.
I don't know. Yeah,
I guess that's what I mean as far as the PS4. I think they're past that.
yeah.
Like I think that the PS5 is so close that they don't care. It's like it's not worth it for them to put all this energy into the PS4 anymore. Just
even though they wouldn't really be putting much energy in it, but I don't know.
by
I hope
just
they have
saying
crossplay.
you can do it basically.
I think enough gamers are going to get so pissed that like if the PS5 doesn't have crossplay, they're going to be backed into a situation where they're going to have to do it.
Totally, I completely agree.
Yeah.
I think right now again I give them a little bit of leeway, and I'm like it's fine because I get it. Like the life cycle's basically over for PS4. I understand it, but if they don't do that for PS5, even though I'm going to get a PS5, I'll be irritated.
Yeah. Totally. Even though I'm going to buy it and all the games,
Yeah,
I'm going to be a little mad.
Yeah. It is too
Mark
bad.
my words, PlayStation man. I don't know the guy's name.
Like, what do you think Sony needs for them to be willing to check the box? Like, what do they want from
Money,
the developer?
I don't know. Well, I wonder
Do you think
if
they have to pay something to make it crossplay?
I wonder if Epic offered them any money for that. Like, I wonder how that deal went down. I think that was just because people were complaining so much, and PlayStation.
And it's a massive game, right? Like, I know that these developers, I can't remember the exact games and the developers that were quoted in the article, but they were new. They were new games, so. It's not like these games are already out and have this massive following of everybody, right? Like the next, I would assume, would be the Apex Legend one. Like, can you get that on Xbox? Like, people are nuts for that.
That game looks awesome.
My brother is all about it. He's given up for Fortnite.
Oh yeah, that's right. Incoming news: Apex is probably going to kill Fortnite.
Is it really?
That's what it's. I mean, it's free and it's just a better game.
Huh.
So.
I haven't played it yet.
I haven't, but I just like from what I've heard, it's really cool.
Is it the second game
like a
in your
hero
download
shooter
queue? So it'll be ready like next month in your download queue.
I didn't.
Your
download
internet monster's snacking on it right now.
No, I didn't download it yet. Apex is killing Fortnite. That's what I heard from my boss at work, and he's a Fortnite connoisseur. No, he's not. I just like saying that about him. But it's like a hero shooter combined with like a battle royale, which is an interesting combo. It's not going to take
and I heard
the kids,
it focuses more on
maybe, I don't know. Overwatch plus Fortnite. That's pretty essentially it's just Overwatch plus Fortnite.
I heard there's a big emphasis on actual team play.
Yeah. You can only play in teams, which is really interesting.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna download it. I'm gonna play the game with my brother.
That should be next.
Basically, just so I can play a game with my brother.
Next
Nerd Play.
Yeah, next Nerd Play announced here. First thing.
Wouldn't it be sweet if they said crossplay also with it? We could play with other people on other systems. Wouldn't that be a crazy thing?
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe if we say it on the show, it'll happen.
Yeah.
Right? That's what happened with Nintendo.
Nintendo listened to us. Shigeru Miyamoto was actually our 100th sub. Thank you, Shigeru Miyamoto, and thank you, Dad. Don't mind being late. We don't mind at all. What you missed is that I like For Honor. I think it's a good game. I'm excited to talk about it.
We both actually really enjoy it, and it's. I gave you a really hard time about playing it before, and I mean I'm still gonna because that's one of my favorite things to do is give you a hard time. But I take some of it back because it is a lot of fun.
It is very fun. Yeah.
Hey, he's playing GTA 5 with his little brother. Way to raise him right, buddy.
Yeah.
Way to raise him right.
Nice.
I guess, who knows? We'll see what happens. I guess if we're going to talk about video games, a little final wrap-up on that department. We are going to actually get a real update for Red Dead.
Like a
on the
a
26th,
multiplayer update?
like a real update where we're gonna have like new clothes and guns and like rebalancing and new missions and things to do.
Okay.
They keep hyping it up. It's supposed to be somewhat substantial. I believe it's
I mean,
still
it's been
beta,
a while.
but it needs to do something. I'm so bored.
Because my dad's just been playing the same missions over and over every day.
Oh my god, it's so boring. It's the same thing
Yeah.
all the time. There's nothing to do anymore.
There's just griefers now.
Yes,
There's
and that's
drama.
why.
He comes home from work. He's like, oh, these guys on Red Dead, they want to play with me, and they're like starting this gang where they kill all these people. And he's like, I don't want to be a part of it. I'm like, then why do you play with them every day? And he's like, you know.
Those guys have the biggest butts and they get hurt all the time.
Yeah.
They're so butthurt. I've tried to play with him in those groups, and it's awful.
I think my dad just like makes fun of them in his head, or maybe he just doesn't know what else to do.
So what happened was he'd played with them several times,
Yeah.
right? And never talked. And so
Yeah.
then he was just like
God.
this silent player. And then I joined in to play around with him, and I didn't know he was playing with those guys. So like 2 seconds in, I'm already talking about boner bending and like whatever, and just like massively appropriate,
Weird stuff.
right? Just
Yeah.
weird being out of things.
Yeah.
First thing I did was tell everybody in his group about how he married me one time.
Yeah.
and
He did.
like,
My dad did marry him.
yeah. So
Long
this
story.
is true. It's a long story. But we dove into all that stuff, and then ever since then, he started talking, right, with
Yeah.
them. So I think now he's stuck having to talk with them.
Yeah.
And he's
that's
not having nearly
unfortunate.
as much fun. It's really too bad. The things they
What
say.
faction did we choose in For Honor? I've only been playing the single player. I didn't know you could choose a faction.
Well, you can be like what, the knights and
Oh, wait, you have to
the
commit to that?
samurai. No, you don't. Okay, so when you play online, I might be wrong,
Okay.
right? I guess a big drawback I would say is that For Honor's online seems really convoluted, and it took me a while to even understand what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
But you can on the online, there's like this overall world ranking of each faction, right? So if you pick it,
Like, oh, yeah. No, I
right?
reminds me of Helldivers.
Oh,
Kind
maybe,
of?
maybe I don't know. But if you pick that faction, is he telling us?
You can choose whatever faction. Okay. Oh, no, God of
Yeah,
War
yeah.
did that. God of War did that. Yeah.
Yes, faction war. Yeah, you can. It just because, like, let's say you pick samurai dudes, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you have to play as samurai dudes all the time. You can pick
Okay.
any of the other classes.
And when I say God of War, I mean God of War Ascension did that.
okay, yeah,
The multiplayer one.
the other God of War, the one we don't talk
Played
about.
a lot of that in 7th grade. Yeah. No, that's a cool system. I'll have to try it out. I'll probably be
You should maybe play with me, right? If
Yeah.
we're talking, boy, it'd be nice to play with someone and play.
Yeah.
You know, be able to cross play. We don't even have to do any of that, Jack. You
let's
can play a game with me
let's
once
play
in a
on
while.
the weekend. I might have time this weekend.
Oh my god, that's a no. That means he won't play.
Maybe I will. I finished all my homework. I'm a good boy.
Okay, good thing it's
All right.
Good thing it's
And-
ice. If you choke on ice, can you just hold your breath long enough to where it'll melt and just like slide down?
Maybe.
Depends on the size of the ice, I'm sure. So I guess that's really all of my video game
Yeah.
news. If we move into movie news, right? Nerd movie news. It's beneficial.
Ben official.
He has officially announced on Jimmy Kimmel Live that he is no longer Batman.
Ben Affleck, Batman didn't.
Tint?
Like it's like when you say, "Oh, you got wrecked." It's like you've been Batman. it's the he's not Bat. He ain't Batman no more.
Nope, he's
That's-
done with it.
DCU changes. It's
Yeah,
I'm
DCEU, I guess. I always feel weird putting the E in there, but it's supposed to be EU.
why EU?
Extended? Because maybe there's
Oh,
some sort
because
of...
DC has a stupid thing with their canon where it has to be like correct. Yeah, no. DC canon, like when they get into it, it bugs me. Like they try and make
Anytime
the
anybody
multiverses-
gets into canon and they get hung up on that word about in their discussion about something, it drives me nuts.
I think DC canon should be like I don't know. They reference each other too much and they act like it's this one big interconnected world, but it doesn't work.
They're moving away from
Yeah.
that.
Because I was actually wondering before this, like Aquaman didn't seem to be a part of like the wider movies. Like
It-
the
yeah,
in
it
the
didn't
trailers,
really
there was
dra-
no reference to Superman or the Flash or Batman or
Yeah,
or
not
anything.
really. Not really.
Marvel over DC in movies.
Yes, in movies.
Yeah.
I'm-
I'll lend you Sandman.
Yeah, I was going to say, I actually think as
You have
far...
my Sandman.
Yeah. I do.
I'm
And
gonna finish
I've
those.
only read half of
Oh
one
my
of them.
God.
And you gave me like 3 of them. I'll do it this weekend, probably.
I have homework. What's your excuse?
That is my homework, right?
Whatever.
I would totally agree. Marvel over DC. As far as movies, I think animated movies, I'd probably give it to DC.
DC
Totally.
has it. Yeah.
And I think comic books, maybe right now, especially, I would give it to DC. I just seem to enjoy them more. I've tried to read some Marvel stuff, and it's more hit and miss, I think. I've enjoyed DC
Hit or miss.
stuff more.
I guess they miss, huh? Shout out to all the gamers. You wouldn't know that. It's a whole meme thing. All right, continue.
Okay, thanks for letting me do that. We've also been announced. It's been announced that the Jared Leto Joker spinoffs have been canned. Those are no longer going to happen.
I'm excited for the other
fine
Joker
with that.
spinoff, the one with Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
That'll be good. I hope.
Maybe.
I hope.
I've heard it's supposed to be. Everything I keep hearing about that movie makes me feel like it's going to be a movie that is loosely based on the Joker story, and he might not necessarily be really the Joker in the movie.
Well, that'll be fun. I don't know.
It's going to be interesting.
It sounds like the guy who's directing it doesn't like really, really care, and I think that'll be kind of good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We also got announced that Margot Robbie is no longer going to be in Suicide Squad.
Wait, I thought.
But then it was announced that now she is back
Okay, so
in
she's
Suicide
back.
Squad.
Which is directed by James Gunn.
Yeah, and I think he's writing with probably going to direct.
Oh, okay.
But I'm
Because
assuming
he was fired from Guardians 3 because of the tweets he made back in like 2011 or whatever.
yeah, like when Twitter launched.
Yeah. So my first thought was, oh God, poor guy. He has to work on Justice League now. Really unfortunate. Sad to see Legends fall. But at the same time, I wonder if this is going to be like almost a comeback move where he like makes DC good. I don't know. Like James Gunn can direct a movie with like a bunch of like 5 characters. Like
he's proven that for sure. Like I think Suicide Squad is a good fit.
Suicide Squad was just a rip-off of Guardians, and James Gunn can rip off his own. He can probably rip off his own work better than anyone else can. So I'm interested.
I'm kind of interested too. I've heard it's supposed to be a soft reboot.
Yeah.
She's also going to be in the Birds of Prey.
Who is that? Her, Catwoman and Poison Ivy? Or is it...
I think in the comic books, but not in the movie.
Wait, no, Birds of Prey, does that have the Canary in it? Black Canary? Birds of Prey. DC. Ben Affleck. Well,
Slade is saying it's not Ben Affleck's fault in those movies. I think we should be upfront and say that a lot of the issues with the DC movies, as far as the actors, I think is more a DC issue than it is the actors.
It was a
really
lot of the
feel that
script.
way.
Like Ben Affleck delivered lines well, but he delivered the stupidest lines like, "Do you bleed?" and the whole Martha, why did you say that name? Right?
Yeah, that was hilarious. I
Oh
laughed pretty
God,
hard.
yeah. It's unfortunate because I would have been cool to see him like make a comeback of like, oh, he
I really
can
wanted
play
to see
superhero.
the Ben Affleck Batman movie. Like I wanted him to direct it. I wanted him to star. Like I wanted to see what his vision of it. Well, he even said
it was going to be like a constant, like he just fights every villain, and I'm like, okay, that sounds awesome.
Well, and he even said that he had some really great people he was going to work with. He wanted to write it to make his own version and everything, and he did. He said, I did what I could basically to try to make the Batman I thought people deserved, and it wasn't going to happen for me. So it's time for me to step down and let somebody step up that can do it.
Okay,
right?
that's good.
Which I appreciate.
DC movies are poorly written and poorly directed. Yeah. Not gonna. The only time I'll deny that is with the Batman trilogy, the Christian Bale, Christopher Nolan, Christian Bale acted. I like those ones.
I think the third one's garbage. I'm not a fan of it.
Batman.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm not a fan.
The Riverdale of superhero movies. That's an. You watched all of Riverdale, haven't you? With your wife?
No, I've seen some of it. I have seen like 4 episodes.
Would you agree that the Suicide Squad is the Riverdale, is the Riverdale of superhero movies?
I want to watch them both about the same.
Mm-hmm.
I want to not watch them both even more.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That was
guess.
a good one.
I don't know. I don't really like. There were parts in Suicide Squad where I laughed really hard,
But not.
not in a good way.
Yeah.
But I also laughed really hard when I watched Aquaman, right? And not necessarily because I was
More of a
supposed to be
Fast and
funny.
Furious. Or was it?
Yeah, I think that's a great way to sum up Aquaman. And like I'm a big fan of a guilty pleasure movie, and I really thought Aquaman was that, and I really enjoyed what they did with it. And I like the idea of like the Nolan Batman. My favorite part about those movies is that he made his own trilogy, and it's all him that did it, right? And
one director, one vision.
Well, and I love it when comics do that, right? Like when a comic has like a 6-story arc or something, and it's the same writer and the same artists that do it, and it's like it is its own contained story. And I'm a big fan of that, so I'm cool with the movies kind of going that route.
Yeah.
Don't worry about this interconnected, massive thing so much.
Because it's something different, too. Which means that every movie can have a unique... Like, so it's like Marvel movies, it's like... There's a lot of people like, oh... One of the complaints is that, like... Some of them are samey, like Ant-Man. And Ant-Man's kind of samey. Like Doctor Strange is kind of samey.
Yeah.
Like
I think a lot of those kind of one-off ones are that way.
But, like, doing it, like all or like not connected at all, not worrying about a canon they have to establish or anything. I think that's really cool.
I think the most interesting one is going to be Wonder Woman, because she's already been established in those movies. She has her second one coming out.
Soft reboot.
Like, maybe, right? Is that going to be the new DC world?
Yeah,
it's just going to be DC soft reboot.
I honestly hope they do that, because I want them to just like if they did a different thing, that'd be really cool. And then that would also influence people to stop trying to make cinematic universes if these are also successful. Because, I only want the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They're the only people that can do it. Yeah.
You think that's it?
Yeah,
they're the only ones?
Yeah. Quick side note. So, it looks like Birds of Prey. I know we talked about this like 20 minutes ago, but I wanted to say it. Birds of Prey is usually Black Canary, Batgirl, and... I think Batwoman, but Batgirl is Barbara Gordon.
Yeah.
So I wonder if this is like pre-Oracle. And then also it looks like in this one it's Katana, Black Canary, and Batgirl.
So Batgirl's going to be in the Birds of Prey movie.
Yeah.
Because I thought she was supposed to get her own movie. Remember, and that was going to be the movie that
Huntress. Huntress too. In this one it shows there's a bunch of different images. Oh, Huntress isn't. I don't know. Wait, Huntress is purple. No, none of these have a Huntress in it, but I believe Slade over the random images I find.
Yeah, he seems to know his comic book stuff.
Yeah, a little bit. I'll give you that.
I'm actually really excited for what DC's going to do. I want them to get out of their funk. I want them to quit worrying about all this other garbage that's going on.
Yeah.
And I loved what Aquaman did. I would never say you have to go see Aquaman because it's like this awesome movie. But it's great.
It looks like a mess. It looks like a mess.
That's a great way to describe it. It is a horrible, horrible mess that when you're done with, you're not exactly sure what you watched, but you really enjoyed yourself.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I really left that theater thinking that movie was great, but I would never tell people to go watch it because it's good.
Yeah.
Right? But I love movies like that.
Yeah.
The next one that we're gonna get is actually Shazam.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Not really that far away. April 5th.
Shazam didn't really look like it was connected to anything either. I wonder if like they had to do a bunch of like reshoots.
I think that's also the bane of DC. They're like so notorious.
Cinematic Universe canceled. Reshoot the whole film. Just green screen it. There's multiple variations, and there's a different interpretation in a TV series. It's a mess. Is why I'm not diving into the weeds. Yeah, I believe that. DC should take a break from movies.
I don't think they can.
Yeah.
I don't think you can.
Yeah. At this point, like Marvel took a long... between like Hulk and Captain America, I think. Or was it... Captain America was first, right? It was Captain America, then Thor? Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
That was it. Yeah. And then... something, and then Avengers. Or was Avengers...
But then they've been like on this just roll...
Yeah.
They're just steamrolling
because they found their success. I mean... Yeah, they could take a break. But the guilty pleasure
I think compared
of watching
to
all my DC movies. Oh, Iron Man was first.
Yes.
Iron Man was Iron Man 2, then okay. That makes sense.
I'm pretty sure Iron Man and Hulk came out really close to each other. Like they weren't that far apart.
Because Hulk had a Luke Cage. No, not Luke Cage. The guy with the eye patch.
What?
What's the guy's name? Captain...
Nick Fury?
Nick Fury. Yeah.
Captain Fury.
Captain Fury. Yeah.
I felt like you were trying to avoid saying the black guy.
No.
Is that what you were trying to avoid saying?
No, I was going to say Samuel L. Jackson, but like they both like Luke Cage, Nick Fury, they both have like
the other black guy. You were just so racist,
Oh
Jack.
my god. Thanks. Well, he was a cameo at the end of Hulk, and yeah, I think after Hulk bombed, they took a 2-year break, I guess. What, 2 months between? Oh, I guess they didn't take it. Well,
2 years between Hulk and Iron Man 2. 2 months between
racist.
Iron Man 1 and Hulk. Yeah, I thought that Iron Man 1 and Hulk came out.
Now I feel bad. Confusing in my brain, okay?
Dad is going to tell everybody in the fan club, too. That's at least
that's 99 different people! Yeah!
That's all right. You're assumed racist because you're white,
my
I
God.
think. I think that's the way it works. It's our lot in life. It's a heavy cross that we bear.
Oh, yeah,
as
heavy
white
cross.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I think it's hard for any studio to take a break on making superhero movies right now because people are clamoring for them so much, right? And it's like a hot button. You got to hit that button when it's hot, man.
Yeah.
So I think that all of these superhero stuff is just going to
That's not an emoji.
come
That's just
crashing down at some point. Like we are going, as fans, going to feel oversaturated, and it might kind of come crashing down.
He did it. He did it. We got him. Shout out to Dad.
Shut up, Dad.
It's
not going to happen. That will not happen.
He snaps this way, and then it.
Maybe, he'll unsnap.
Yeah.
And
God.
then maybe universes will cross, and we'll just get this like big Marvel DC smash up.
That's not happening, dude. If Disney bought Marvel, oh my God.
I mean,
Or
if Disney bought
DC, oh my
you're
God.
so racist today.
What? I'm confusing comic books now. What's next?
That was kind of my Batman topic stuff. Yeah. Are you excited for Shazam?
Not really, because he did the Fortnite.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be like a kid.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
He's like a little kid.
I like
body.
the idea of Shazam. I really like Shazam in a. Oh God, what was it? The least Shazam thing ever. It was a single tear falls carrying his regrets, and it's a tough. No, stop. Oh, that bothers. This is bothering me.
He's not going to turn back time. I will get up and leave the theater if that happens. I'll be so pissed.
It might happen.
Don't you think that the nerd community
quantum
will be in
realm.
an uproar if that happens?
Oh, yeah, maybe they're trapped in the quantum. Maybe. I don't know. I just hope I hope it's not dumb. I hope they fight. And maybe they convince Thanos of his own ideals. They're like, why not just make 2 times the food? And he's like, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, right. Why not make the universe twice as big?
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know.
Like,
we can speculate all we want, but I'm really afraid to because I don't want to get disappointed if it's like real bad.
I'm gonna reserve my thoughts on it.
The Soul Stone.
Until it's done. I think they're totally trapped in the Soul Stone.
Maybe that's where Spider-Man is in the next movie, and that's where
I think that's where a lot of people are. Yeah. Although I heard that Captain Marvel can travel through time. I've heard that the people that have watched the Captain Marvel movie are just enamored with it and think it's the best thing in the world. Like
that's cool.
All the reviews have blown up on Twitter.
Yeah. It's like the first female Marvel movie, like solo
starring. Yeah.
Yeah, which is
I really hope they handle it better than they did Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was Wonder Woman's cross to bear, right? Was that I'm going to be the first female led superhero movie that's going to empower women and just be this awesome role model for all these women out there and whatever. Yeah. And I think that Wonder Woman kind of failed horribly in that department. It's her butt cheeks are hanging out through the whole thing. There are specific points in the movie where she would not have gotten away with doing anything except for the fact that she mesmerized the dude that was around because she's so pretty, right? That's why she got away with it.
That's empowering.
It's it was fine. I don't think it's a horrible movie, but I think if that's the message you're trying to deliver in that movie, it's not done very well. And I always come back to the belligerently drunk Scotsman. So racist, right? the Italian guy that's the lady lover, whatever, so racist.
Makes it a
and
pasta.
the Native American who communicated with smoke signals.
Wait,
So
that all
racist.
happened?
All those things are in the movie.
Yikes.
That is so terrible,
That's
right?
not good.
And the white guy lead with his self-proclaimed Big Johnson that can just run into any room and command everyone's respect, and they all suddenly listen to him, right?
Yeah.
Like this is so stereotypically offensive. The whole movie. I really hope that this one does not have that type of thing in it, right?
I'm excited. The actress, was she? No, she wasn't in Drive. What was she in? What was she in?
I don't know. I did
before.
not recognize her.
I've seen her before. I keep forgetting what movie she's in though. Oh wow, Soul Stone. The Soul Stone gets hungry, eats souls. Or maybe Strange will get the Time Stone back and go back before Star-Lord hits Thanos. So they get. Maybe, I don't know.
I always thought it was going to be a time stone thing too, except for the fact that Thanos does use the time stone, right? Like he totally does rewind. Like I thought maybe Strange gave him a weird fake stone, or like he did something to the stone.
Well, I think
but he does use it.
Strange knows what's going to happen. That's why he gave him the stone, because he didn't have to give him the stone.
Yeah, but now Strange is dead.
Yeah.
And he didn't tell anybody what was going to happen.
Well, I think that's also part of it, is that he knows he can't tell anyone, or else it'll influence the events.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I did watch I was trying to think of what it was before. Oh, we went and saw, next episode, we're going to review Alita Battle Angel, and on that they had a trailer for Endgame. And it's kind of a hybrid trailer between the two that we saw, right? It was kind of those sort of mixed together, and I actually really enjoyed it. Seeing it in the theater when it was louder and like on the big screen and instead of my phone, right? Like it actually did submerge you in it a little more, and it made me a little more excited to see it. I want to see what's going to happen.
I do too.
They look so beat up and tired. Like they just look
maybe that's why they
out.
resurrect Ultron. That's my theory.
You think Ultron comes back?
It's that's his voice. It's totally David Slater's or David Slater? David Hayter. David Hayter. Hayter's Snake from Metal Gear Solid.
Okay.
I think it's David Slater. Let's look it up.
I don't think that's right.
David Slater, he's the guy that was in the office for a bit. David.
You're so wrong.
I'm very wrong. I thought I was right. We have to go see Yes, we do. David Spader. I was close. I was close. Ultron?
No, please, no Ultron.
Ultron with an N.
Yeah.
Try again.
Idiot.
I'm interested. I'm very interested in it. More interested than any DC movies, that's for sure. But
it wouldn't be a shock if they brought Ultron back. They brought Red Skull back. It's like completely out of nowhere.
That was kind of funny, yeah.
I thought that was such a weird thing to have him in that movie like that. That was really weird.
I guide others to a treasure I cannot possess. That's funny.
Yeah. It was weird.
About that.
It was weird.
No Nut November.
Yeah.
James Spader. Yeah, everyone. Oh, I thought it was multiple people correcting me. I'm like, yeah, everyone correct me at the same time.
Yeah. I know him more from like cheesy 80s movies. Mm-hmm. And Blacklist. I think he was also in Blacklist.
I tried watching that for a little bit.
It's not good. It's not good. My
He
wife
wanted-
liked that. I've also seen the same amount of episodes of Riverdale I've seen of Blacklist.
Ultron wants the Soul Stone. Oh, he did want the Soul Stone because that's what.
Because it's like Wizard of Oz?
No, because that's what didn't they? I need to rewatch that because the Soul Stone is what Vision has, and I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure
think that's
Ultron
right.
wanted Vision.
I think the Soul Stone's the red one. At least in the movies. I know it's different in the comics.
The color doesn't matter. Well, no, because Vision had the Soul Stone.
No, because they go get the Soul Stone with. That's when Gamora dies.
Oh,
Idiot! Remember when he killed her and he got the Soul Stone?
Oh,
Vision
Red
was
Skull
still
wanted the
alive?
Soul Stone, but I thought Red Skull wanted the Space Stone because that's what the Tesseract was.
Yeah.
So then, how do you end up? I wonder how we.
Now we have to watch them all.
Yeah,
all
we have to.
over
Okay,
again.
we have to watch them all. That'd be a fun couple days.
A super binge.
Yeah. Okay, he has a Mind Stone. I thought he had the Soul Stone because, like, he has a heart too, even though he's a robot. But I guess he has the Mind Stone because he's a stupid robot, doesn't have emotions. Idiot. Vision, you suck, and I'm glad you're dead.
Wow. You're just like offending everybody today.
Yeah, keep coming.
Robots,
Bam,
racism.
done.
Wow. This is terrible. If we stick with superhero talk, we are going to watch our anime, which is... This is... Okay, it's more of an anime than Futurama, but it's as insulting to call this an anime as we did calling Futurama an anime. I think.
Well, I didn't see it, so I can't.
I'm going to let you borrow it. We got it right here. I have the metal case ninja. It's okay. We've been calling it Ninja Batman. It's actually Batman Ninja.
Batman Ninja.
Yeah.
Well, I know that's,
again with the racism.
No, it's literally
wow.
on the thing. It says Ninja Batman. That's what it's called. And I just confused the pronunciation of the words, but yeah.
Wow, your true colors are really shining through in this cast.
No. Ninja Batman.
I've watched it once and
cool.
fell asleep like halfway through, and then I watched it again, did not fall asleep. Mm-hmm. The only thing I'm going to say about it is it comes across as a little offensive, almost.
That's what you were saying before the cast.
Yeah, like I'm curious to see what you think.
Yeah.
I think you've watched enough anime to recognize that it's maybe a little offensive towards fans of that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Maybe it's meant to be like a tribute to that, but it seems very cliche and a little bit offensive. Mm-hmm. The other interesting thing was I really wanted to watch it.
The rewatch. I'm doing that.
Ninja Batman, not the rewatch. What? Is that the one where they're all samurai? Yes, it is the one where they're all samurai.
I thought
they get thrown into feudal Japan, and right?
Yeah, okay. I don't like the idea of that because I know there's a DC universe where everyone's just pirates, and it's not like they're thrown into it. It's just like it's DC, but they're pirates. Have fun. I thought it was gonna be like it's DC, or it's like it's Batman, but he's in feudal Japan, and they're just gonna have fun with it. Like I don't know. I guess I don't know. Like kind of Old Man Logan. Right? Or well, no, I can't find a good example. Like a fun alternate universe thing. I thought they were just gonna have fun with it.
No,
is it tied?
It's not like he was born and grew up.
Is
there.
it like
the
tied
Batmobile
too
is
much?
brought back, and he drives the Batmobile for like 2 seconds.
Oh,
and apparently it can drive underwater. I thought that was weird too.
Well, it's Batman. It's like Turtles 3.
I'm pretty sure the bottom
Turtles 3.
under like most water is not smooth and flat to drive a car.
No, it's fine. It's
but
heavy.
Whatever.
It's heavy enough, but it has like
it
tires.
probably went into boat mode, and he just like submarine through. I'm sure of that.
On the surface. It's a Batmobile.
With a bat symbol shaped.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you as smart as Batman? Didn't think so. Can't figure out. I can't figure out how to do underwater car. Yeah, Batman can't dump down.
I imagine every time Batman designs a new vehicle, he's always looking at his designer buddy and like, can we put one more bat signal on it? How about one more bat symbol? Can we do that?
His bat
one more
on
little
his
fin.
Katanas.
It's an interesting movie. I really want to watch it in Japanese, which I thought would be easy, right? Mm-hmm. Like I went to the language options. Yeah. I was like, let's watch it in Japanese. It's supposed to be an anime, and that's not an option. You have to go to the special features. The only special feature option of it is original Japanese audio.
Which is I'll be watching it that way because it doesn't have Kevin Conroy or Mark Hamill.
Well, and didn't you say it was originally a Japanese movie? Weren't you telling me that?
Yeah, well, it looked like it was. It looked like it was written, directed, and done like. Or no, it was like written and everything was like the characters were designed by Japanese people and it was like completely Japanese like made. But then I think when it was released, I think it was released in America, but it was rewritten.
I like that Slade says, "Is it like Ninja Turtles 3?" Did you ever watch Turtles 3
no.
where they go back to Japan?
Oh God,
it's horrible. It's so bad.
But the American release.
It's probably as offensive, I bet.
By Leo Chu and Eric Garcia, which sounds like a more American name. So yeah, I don't think it was like entirely Japanese.
But it was originally released in Japan.
It makes it sound like it was originally released in the U.S. Because everything it says, but I think they probably.
Weren't you saying it was like totally redone though? Like in English, like it was kind of like remade that way.
It said maybe with the script because it said the people that wrote the American script. Ultimately made. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's like the scripts are different. Maybe I'll have to watch it twice.
I'm gonna totally watch it twice, and I want to see if the difference is. I've even watched animes before where I've done that, where I've watched it in English, and then if I really love it, like even DBZ, and then you go back and watch it in Japanese, and the things that people say they're basically saying the same thing.
Yeah.
But the words, like as far as what you're reading in the captions. Are different than what they actually say in the English version.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see. Maybe it comes across as a little more authentic in Japanese.
I watched a video like there's a lot of stuff like this. Like I think like Metroid Prime was translated very differently for Japanese and American audiences to like make Samus a more connectable character to like the culture or whatever. And I watched a video. I know the My Hero dub isn't good, but I watched a video on like the differences tonally between the the dub isn't good. A what?
Slade says we're offending our one Japanese follower.
What?
And he's pissed at us
Maybe
for
that's
disrespecting
how
his
true
culture.
anime should be. I bet you're. I don't know what he's saying. Point is I heard that the My Hero dub was actually like if you get past the language thing, it's actually interesting how like the subtle differences between how Deku acts. Like I heard in
Oh, I've tried to watch it in English, right? So I've only ever seen.
But it's just the
My
voice
Hero.
acting is so bad that you can't watch
Oh,
it.
and it's brutal to watch. I have totally watched an anime before where I've watched it in Japanese, gotten really hooked on it, right? And then finally it'll come out in English. I'm like, oh, this will be an easier watch. I'll watch it in English. I don't have to read anything.
Yep.
It's my favorite thing to do if you know anything about me. I'm a big reader.
Yeah. Sandman's going by real quick.
But I've tried to watch the English ones, and the characters are totally different. Like, they are so bumbly, idiot, like Saturday morning cartoon character.
I heard Deku's like super depressed, or he's like more like I'm not gonna get my powers, but I want to help in any other way I can. Whereas in the anime, he's like I'm gonna get my powers, and then he does.
Yeah, and they don't seem to be as weird around girls, I think. Like in the English one, that was very abrasive right away.
Yeah.
I had a hard time getting over that. I don't understand, like when I'm listening to something in Japanese, it's hard for me to pick up on like the inflections in their voices and like maybe the tones as much. So maybe it is that campy in Japanese and I just don't speak Japanese, so that doesn't come across to me.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I think a lot of it does come out through the dialogue and how it's like translated. It doesn't feel as I don't think it feels as campy.
But I have sat down and watched
dialogue.
an episode of DBZ. Put it, like, went to the menu, changed it, gone back, watched the exact same episode in English versus Japanese, and they do say different things.
Yeah.
Like, it is, like, in Japanese, it's much more stern and just, like, to the point. And I don't know
if that's... Which is weird. Because DBZ, Goku's like, I'm Goku. Or that's Krillin's voice. I can't do Goku's voice. But it's so much more, like... It's just fun.
It's way more like Saturday morning. It's way more American cartoons.
But when it needs to be serious, like when Frieza is like, I'm gonna blow up the planet for real in the next couple hours.
Or 5 minutes.
Yeah. Something like that. Then it gets like intense. But yeah, for the most part, it is really like,
yeah.
Yeah. That was a good DBZ noise.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think you're being racist again.
No, that's the noise that Goku. What? That's Americans that do those noises. You clearly haven't seen DBZ or played any of the games. Every time you get like hit and you flip back, Goku goes, "Whoa!" It's the funniest thing.
He does do that. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
Thank you.
You're right. But we're gonna watch it. I recommend. I don't know where other people can watch this. I think you probably have to download it or something. Maybe like on Amazon or probably on the...
Or you could buy a fancy metal case for it.
A fancy metal case, which is like limited collectors. It's really worth it. I don't know if I can sell that to you any harder. But I'm really excited to actually watch it in Japanese. And we are going to talk about it maybe when we talk about For Honor, maybe we'll break that up.
Yeah.
We'll do 2 of them.
Dad, if you watch it, we can talk about it.
Yeah, totally talk about it with Dad.
90s arcade demo. Welcome to Die. I am Magneto, Master of Magnets.
Nice.
With the English,
I like that he
can
can just master magnets. Yeah. Right? Just ruin your fridge, dude. That's what he does.
I never watched One Piece. That's such a big commitment. Like, so what? Thousands of episodes? Yeah, they need to do like
Zoro. I've only just started it.
He has 3 swords. 2 in his hand, 1 in his mouth. Not like that.
Not like that?
Yeah.
Not like a sword swallower?
Yeah. He's a grasper.
I think I've seen that guy.
Yeah. He's
like D-Dog from Metal Gear. That's how D-Dog fights.
Does he have
with a knife in it? Yeah.
What?
You have not used D-Dog in Metal Gear? Yeah, you can tell him if you put his attack stealth suit on D-Dog.
I had D-Horse. He hated that stupid thing.
He keeps a knife on his shoulder.
That's cool.
And he can tell him to go kill someone. And he'll totally bite it, rip it out, and leap at them and cut their throat.
That's just like Sif from Dark Souls. Except Sif has a massive sword.
And he's a dog too.
He's a wolf. Remember?
I don't remember.
Artorias
Which Dark Souls? First one?
Dark Souls 1. Yeah, you find him.
I beat 1 and 2. I have not beat 3. I don't know that I ever will.
3 was good. 3 is really good. 3 are the best combat of the Souls games, I feel like. Or of, like, the Dark Souls. Bloodborne.
It's a step up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been playing the crap out of that.
I haven't recently. I haven't had time.
Because you're still downloading things.
No. What? No, I want to play For Honor this weekend. Yeah,
With
Sif's
me.
story is... Sif's story, very sad. That sounded like a translation.
As far as anime, if we're just going to keep talking about anime, I did start watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which is one that had always kind of intrigued me, but I've never seen it.
Yes.
Right? And I wanted to check it out and see what the hell
That
it
one looks
is.
so weird. I've heard amazing things about it.
Bizarre, I think, is a great word for it. I believe, I might be wrong, it's either 7 or 8 parts, but each part is like a different generation of the Joestar family.
Yeah.
But it's actually kind of cool because I watched the first one and I was like, this is so old school anime. It's kind of boring me, but I kind of like it because of that.
I heard it was based off Fist of the North Star. Heavily based off of it. Because it doesn't... One of the Joe... I think the first Joe is like pretty much a rip-off of him.
Oh, maybe. It's very cliche anime stuff.
Yeah.
But when you get through the first one, he's like very like respectful guy and like whatever, the proper gentleman, and it even is like takes place a long time ago, like the 1800s something.
Oh wow!
And he's like totally that type of guy, right? The next one after that is totally this like punk, like super attitude.
All named after like there's like one guy named David Bowie, and there's like I know one of them. There's just a guy named like David Bowie or something, or they're all named after like singers.
I think they're all Joestar.
David
They're Jonathan Joestar. They call him JoJo. But they're different generations of each one. And I actually kind of liked the second one, but then I got burnt out again. I heard the third part is the best one.
Or there's a David Bowie JoJo stand. And the idea of stands are kind of cool. I think it's interesting.
What is this now?
Stands doesn't happen for a while. Never mind.
Thank you. Spoiler alert.
It's essentially like their weird powers, like Super Saiyan.
Oh, he like ascends or
whatever. It's different. It's hard to explain. You'll have to watch it.
So it's not like Super Saiyan.
Well, it's like okay, that's like the gimmick of the show. So Super Saiyan is the gimmick of Dragon Ball Z. I guess the gear thing that Luffy has is the gimmick of One Piece. Stands is the gimmick of JoJo's.
Okay, I think they have that. It's the first two. It's like they control their breathing and they can like make their energy like travel through their body and like vibrate through things or whatever. Like they discover their internal. It's not key, but I can't remember what they call it.
Yeah, it's key, but it's not.
Yeah, and it has to do with breathing because there's several instances where he's being choked or something and he can't access it because he can't breathe.
Yeah,
right. But he's like they're all prodigies at it.
Yeah,
but I think that maybe that's what the thing is.
You'll know when it happens because it's very distinctive. Like from what I've heard, it's like very distinct and yeah.
I wouldn't say that it's awesome. And so you've already watched it or no?
I just have friends who are so obsessed with it. So I have to know everything about it.
Okay. It's interesting. I can't say that, everybody should go check it out. But it's almost like a guilty pleasure. Like, I've been having a hard time putting it down. Yeah. Right? Like, I keep wanting to see what the next season is because, or part, I guess. They're not really seasons. Yeah. And they're totally different numbered of episodes for each one. But, Jeremiah's talking.
Same art. Oh, I think he's talking about Fist of the North Star.
Yeah.
Red Speedwagon. Hammond.
It's definitely older. But it as the parts progress, it looks more modern.
Oh, the art style now is amazing. It's beautiful.
So I'm curious to kind of keep checking it out. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
It's different, though. Anyway. Read the comments already. Jeez. Do we sound better, Jay? Jay told us that we were really quiet, and so I had Jack crank it up.
Are we louder this time? I feel bad. That was so loud.
On our next episode, we are going to review Alita Battle Angel. Me and Jay both saw it.
Alita Battle Angle?
Angle? I don't read or write.
Yeah.
Spell check didn't... I spelled angle right.
Yeah. Well... Whatever.
I think that there's parts of the Battle Angel that are kind of like Batman Ninja, where it's almost a little offensive, but I enjoyed it. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say about it now. The other thing we're going to talk about on the next episode is the Netflix Marvel official split, because they've announced officially that all of the shows are done now. They've all been canceled.
Yeah.
So me and Jay are gonna dive into that.
Hated the ending of that movie. I need to watch Alita. Maybe.
Okay, I'll say one other thing. I absolutely love the ending, which is awesome because this goes with the theme of how I love to hate everything that Dad loves, and it's like we're always backwards, right? Except for Honor. For Honor is going to be the great equalizer between me and
then
Dad.
what if that makes Dad hate it?
Maybe, right?
Then what does he have? What does he have?
It's a good thing we're not playing together because I'm sure I would ruin that.
Oh, God. Damn it, Marcus.
It's what I do is I ruin things. If you don't know by now.
Yeah, if you haven't figured it
Damn
out.
it, Marcus.
Well,
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
I loved the ending of Battle Angel. That was one of my favorite parts. But I really want to get into that movie with Jay, and we're going to do that.
Never hate For Honor.
It'll be never hate For Honor. Unless we play together. I almost guarantee I can make you hate that game, Dad. I would do it
He'd probably just kill you really fast, though, because you've been playing.
I bet he would.
Yeah.
It took me so long in that game to learn that when I'm attacking, it's worth it to, like, change the points where you attack.
Yeah.
Like, you only have the 3 points, right? And I would constantly be like, overhead, 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 and the guy would just always block it. And it took me forever to learn to, like, kind of roll it around and mix it up.
Pairing's fun.
Yeah. No, it has kind of a cool skill level. I'm excited to talk about it. I want to play more of it.
Yeah.
But that's what we're going to do next episode. Alita, Battle Angle, and Netflix Marvel breakup. We're going to talk about that and what it means for the streaming service that they're coming out with and how we feel about that. I know Jay has some strong feelings about it all.
Rep is 182. I don't know what that is.
Not to brag, but my
I
total
don't know what that is.
Oh, dude. Yeah, well, can you smell me from here, Dad? Because I am rank. All my games. So rank.
No. No.
Like, such a high rank.
Don't bring your feet up.
I'm going to bring my foot up because my hip's bugging me.
I made the
I'm
bathroom
old.
pretty rank earlier.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, my God.
It was like at least a level
rough.
50 dump that you took. Very rank.
Yeah.
So I guess that's pretty much what I have to talk about. You got any last little things you want to add?
I don't think Anthem... From what I've heard, it doesn't sound like a
We're
good
back
game.
to bashing Anthem. I like it.
I'm sorry, BioWare. They're probably going to get shut down because it's what EA does to any company. That they'll like, hey, make this game that they don't want to make.
I did read this thing. I think it was Activision, where Activision was laying off all these people, and I'm probably going to misquote this article, right? Not a ton of people, but they were laying off a bunch of people and like getting their team together. And as I was reading the article, I was like, hey, this is great, Activision. Yeah, like, get your act together and refocus your stuff. And the article ended with, we're going to focus our energy on profits. I was like, for all these things you said before to have you end with that statement.
Activision might be worse than
Oh, my
EA.
God. I was like, that is this is the one thing you should have never said in that whole article. This is, like, the worst thing ever.
We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
So my brew... Should I talk about it?
Talk about your brew. Yes.
It's like not as potent,
part of the podcast.
which is probably why I'm coming across as so sober in this episode. It's only 5.4%, which I think is probably actually pretty good for a pale ale. But I really like it. I just really like this pack of beers in general. It's got pretty good flavor to it. Nothing is really overbearing about it.
800 people. They lit off 800 people. This is ridiculous.
Wow. I didn't think it was that many people.
They just hired a new, not a CEO, obviously, or some really big guy, and they paid him like a ridiculous amount of money. And then they just go and fire a bunch of people.
Yeah, this whole article, it really did sound like all these great things they were going to do, and we're going to refocus, and then it ended with on profits.
Yep.
Like, really? Like, have you not been focusing on that? Like, if that's
not
if
enough.
you haven't been, and you're going to do that now,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
I'm offended already, Activision.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I really like this beer. I just really enjoy these Kirkland beers. I think if you are of age, clearly, and you have access to a Costco, go get the pack.
Yeah.
If there's another one, I'm going to keep buying them.
Yeah.
Or maybe, hopefully, my dad will keep buying them.
Yeah.
You know.
Mostly for marketing and promotions, but are boosting development teams. Okay, that's good at least. But then again, it's like, what are they going to make? I don't know. Like,
do they make anything, or do they
just
just take
the last
things...
two games they made it's like Destiny, or like their biggest games are like Destiny and COD, and they both monetized the crap out of them.
They're
selling red dot sites in COD now. It's ridiculous.
Is it too much to say that Activision is developing these games though? Like they're just
they're
they're
publishing.
just publishing them.
Yeah, that's
they're
what
not
EA
making
does.
anything.
Yeah, they publish them and they constrict these teams and just squeeze all the money they can out of them. It's bad.
Clearly, they're
Not
even
good.
bad at publishing because your job as a publisher is to make money.
Yeah.
Right?
You shouldn't have a reputation as being a bad publisher. Like that means you're not doing your job good.
Yeah. They suck. We unanimously agree they suck.
Oh, that's right. Activision Blizzard is like a joint thing. But I think Blizzard has its own like sort of reputation where like Activision's not like super involved. I guess like
Blizzard is high enough up to where they can't.
Well, they feel separate enough to where there's like a distinction. I feel like between the two.
But then what about like Destiny was Bungie, right? Which had they were on this massive pedestal with Halo.
Blizzard's like their own publisher developer thing. Like Blizzard is I don't know.
So
It's
Activision
different.
like came up to
because
them
Activision
and they were like,
clearly
let us
owned
sprinkle
Destiny.
in some microtransactions, just a few,
Well,
and then we'll help you publish
Blizzard, Blizzard's team were hit hard. Oh, that's not good. WoW is still big. Overwatch, etc. They still have more than you think. Well, no, I'm talking about just like that's on Blizzard's side, like Overwatch, WoW, Activision side. Like it feels like there's a clear distinction between the two.
I think the distinction is one's a publisher and one's a developer, right?
But
is Blizzard actually making the games, or are they just publishing the games?
I thought they
waiting for the next comment.
self-published. Okay, Activision. I guess they are under Activision, but it feels like I just get like a distinct feeling from Blizzard that like they're not. It's in your head. Wow. No. Like you can tell when Activision makes something. You can tell all the CD practices they do. You can tell like all the like the microtransactions, the everything like that happens in like Destiny, a lot of microtransactions, right? And COD, a lot of microtransactions. Blizzard games, it's like, yeah, there's like the loot boxes for like skins, but it's not as bad as like an Activision.
I almost
thing.
felt like when I played
bordering on
Anthem, it sort of felt Activision-y. I really got that vibe from it. More so, I don't know, maybe more so than EA, but I kind of think of like Battlefront as having a similar kind of feel to an Activision
just
game
dead.
also.
It's just dead. It feels lifeless.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you got to be a little more personal with your characters in the Anthem game, so maybe that is cool. That's kind of one of my big complaints about a lot of those is that it doesn't matter for your character really so much. And really, I mean, to Ubisoft's credit, I guess, like For Honor is an Ubisoft game. And I kind of have the same bad taste for Ubisoft.
Ubisoft is it's a lot of their thing is just regurgitating, like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
felt very regurgitated.
I'm really big fan of how they've treated For Honor and that they haven't. It's not like For Honor 2, right?
Yeah,
like it is just they're revamped.
No, same with R6.
So
like R6 had not a good launch, and they did a really good job. Let's see, Diablo mobile game. From the guys of the history of predatory microtransactions. The Diablo mobile game definitely seems like more of a Activision thing. Yeah. But like I loved Assassin's Creed. The old ones I couldn't get into. They felt like really samey from each one.
Very much so.
I'm offending everyone this time. I know. Assassin's Creed seems like a very polarizing thing, but I saw on the end of like I just can't get into them.
I'm really curious about the new one. I think right now
Which
on
new one?
the
Odyssey?
Isn't that the newest one?
Odyssey, it already came out.
I know that, but I'm still excited about it, and I'm pretty sure it's on sale right now on the on PSN for like $30.
Yeah.
25.
Well, it has the same problem.
Cheap.
It has the same problem that Shadow of Mordor does, where it's like everyone complains about how much grinding there is, and there's like, oh, but there's XP boosters and loot boxes, but it's like to get to the main story content, they said it's like, if you don't like grinding, this is not the game for you. But if you do like grinding, that's great. Like, I know I'd probably be into it.
I think that's kind of a weird, that's a weird statement though, right? Like, because any game that you super enjoy that you're willing to just keep playing, regardless of what it does, that's basically grinding the game, right? It's just replaying it over and over.
Well, it's not even replaying. It's just like,
if the thing you have to do to grind in the game is loads of fun, it's not a bad thing. Mm-hmm. Right?
I guess that's a fair point.
I mean, I think of GTA that way, where it's like, okay, I'm burnt out on GTA, and that's like not a good example for me right now. But GTA is that way where you can, to get money and stuff, you have to grind through and do all these things to get the money. But it's fun, so you don't really mind it. It is the whole point of the game.
Yeah, but
right?
at least there's like, I don't know, like from what it seems like with the new Assassin's Creed, it just doesn't seem like, I don't know.
I've heard it's very Black Flag, the one and only Assassin's Creed
Black
game
Flag.
that
I got burnt out on so quickly.
Really, I really enjoyed that game.
I don't know.
It has
I
a
was
little
doing the
bit-
same thing all the time. And I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
It does
Maxian.
I was trying to think of what was the other game I recently played. The biggest thing about the Assassin's Creed games that bug me, and I hope that it's somewhat remedied in this one and the newer one, is that the guy feels a need to parkour over everything. Like sometimes I just want to walk up and talk to a guy.
Yeah.
But he's got to like run along the railing and flip off the roof, and it's like, no, dude, just run, just run on the ground.
Down the street.
Yeah, it's a little parkour heavy sometimes. But I don't know. I'd kind of like to try playing it. I've heard a lot of good things from other people, and I've heard it's very Black Flaggy.
I don't know. Oh, I might play. I know my dad has it. I might like borrow it from him for a little bit, but I don't think I'd really like be into it.
I got to play. This was weird. Side note, because we're rambling.
Yeah.
So remember how your dad and you had to get 2 PS4s, right?
Yeah.
Because the whole account thing is so stupid on PS4.
Come on,
you got to both
PlayStation.
have PS Plus, whatever. So we have 2 PS4s now. My wife has an account, and so that she can watch Hulu on the other system, and because you have to make a separate account for that to work,
God.
right? Because you can't have 2 accounts active.
Yeah.
But
God forbid.
the other day, I was shocked because she's like, let's try GTA. And I was like, really? Okay. So I sat there next to her for like 3 hours while she did the whole intro to the GTA and got all set up to play online and did everything. We do not have PS Plus for her at all, right?
Uh-huh.
Then went into the other PS4, fired up the system. We were both able to play online together in GTA. We went and did one of the heists, made her a bunch of money, and she immediately bought clothes and stuff with it. But whatever, the exciting point was she doesn't have PS Plus. Like how she pulled that off, I have no idea.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Wait, what? How does that work?
Right? Like I have PS Plus. We created another account on the system for her. She fired it up, had to do the whole intro again for GTA because it doesn't register it as her ever playing
like
it.
the single player intro.
Yeah, so she did the single player, got to where she could play online,
But she
got
was
set
able
up to
to
do
play
that
online without PS Plus.
without PS Plus. We played together with
Was
without
it
her
like
having
a
PS
glitch
Plus
or something?
I don't know. It's weird, really weird. I haven't done it since
You
then.
shouldn't tell a lot of people because then maybe Sony will fix it.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of weird things in GTA that they have been there forever. They haven't fixed.
Yeah.
So maybe they won't. But I still thought that was kind of interesting. I want to try now experimenting with some other games. Like, because I have... man, it's going to have to be one where I also have it downloaded and the disc. But that's already happened with PS Plus a few times, right? Like, I have that game free because of my PS Plus monthly game, but I've already bought the disc.
Yeah.
So, which is how we had to play GTA. She used the download, and I used the disc, and it worked. So I don't know if that was part of the formula. I'm gonna try to recreate it with a different game.
Yeah. Okay.
See what happens. I was shocked that it worked.
interesting.
It was really interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, try that out. See if it works.
Try it.
Yeah. Go
Do
buy
it.
2 PS4s.
That's your guys' homeworks.
Forget crossplay. Just
Yeah.
buy 2 PS4s.
Yeah.
2 copies of every game. Yeah. Forget it.
It's
See?
that easy.
Yeah.
God. Gamers complain too much.
Right, totally. I want to give a huge shout out to everybody in the chat today. This was awesome. I think you guys had more fun than we did, which is phenomenal. Oh yeah, I'm gonna slap a score on it. I haven't really specifically scored the beers, I don't think, from the pack. Man, I'm gonna have another one after this.
Yeah.
And I think I would give this, again, I'm not the biggest fan of a pale, but I think I give it like a 7.5.
Wow.
Yeah. It's really pretty good. I like that it actually has flavor instead of just gross beer flavor that I think a lot of pales do.
This 7.5.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you're weird and lefty.
Whatever.
Weird and wrong writing.
Land party. Maybe. Or you could read that as Ian party. I don't know who Ian is.
Ian?
No one invited him. Oh, because it's his party. Okay.
Ian's party?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. We've been invited to his party.
I'm good. I'll pass.
You're going to pass?
Yeah.
Oh, but Dad wants you to show up. It's going to be weird. It'd just be him there. Him and Ian. That's like a tea party.
Tea party.
Yeah.
Sausage party?
I don't know. I'm not going to judge
Something
Ian.
like that.
Ian could, I don't know. Ian could be
Who
a
knows?
dude or a chick,
Yeah.
right?
It's like girls named Chuck. I don't know.
I know a
happen.
dude named Kim, which I thought was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to be racist, but I won't.
What? I know a dude named Mackenzie.
Really? Or
Yeah.
Leslie? Like, that's also a weird dude name.
Oh. I
Yeah.
haven't heard that one before.
This is going to sound weird. The only guy I ever knew named Leslie was the popsicle man that used to deliver popsicles to our house. Don't ask me why I know his first name.
Okay.
So yeah, again, Kirkland beers, they're amazing. Join us next week for the Alita Battle Angle review. Netflix Marvel breakup. I really am pretty excited to dive into that with Jay. He actually canceled his Netflix because of it.
Wow.
Yeah, he got pissed, man. Canceled
Oh.
Netflix. Doesn't even have it anymore.
I'm interested. I like to hear what he
Which
has to say.
Netflix has been having some major hits lately. Do you watch Netflix much?
Not anymore. I don't have time.
There's a show called Russian Doll that I just happened to come across. It was really pretty interesting. I actually really enjoyed it. Me and my wife binged it in like 2 days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they got some good stuff. A new one, Umbrella Academy, new superhero show.
Somebody I was
Kind of
saying.
interesting.
They need to make Dark Season 2. Please. That was a good one.
Maybe if you watched it from time to time, maybe you should watch it again a few times, and then it'll get
I
higher
would.
numbers.
Dark was amazing. Have you seen that one? German time travel show? It's creepy.
No,
have to
it was
watch it in
because
German.
because it's overdubbed. Can you watch it with subtitles instead of overdubbed?
No.
Now we're back to that whole issue.
Do you have to watch it with subtitles? I watched the trailer dubbed and it was bad.
I can't watch shows dubbed. The only ones,
DBZ. That's it. It's literally the only.
well,
only
any
one.
cartoon you can watch dubbed because it doesn't matter with their mouths, right?
Well,
What?
Batman. When you have the Joker being played by frickin' Buster.
Was that your
from-
gut?
Yeah. It's
You're gonna
happening again.
Wow.
All I ate was like cheese today, so. Cheese.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's
Lesson
not a-
learned? No.
Not a good one. Oh, I'll do it again.
Let's do this.
Yeah. To
all the nerds.
Through all the fuzz.
Bottoms up. Let's get nerd buzz.
Clankety.
Thanks, guys. Thanks
Yeah.
for 100 subscribers. Thanks for watching and listening.
Yeah.
Talking about beer.
Talking about nerd culture.
We'll have new
here
microphones
on-
next time.
We will have new microphones. Will they sound better? I mean, I think they sound good
Marcus
already.
and Jeremiah.
Maybe there'll be like a
No
tube in our
promises.
mouth.
You're on
Bye, Dad. Bye, Jeremiah. Bye, Neva. Bye, Slade. Bye, everyone. Have a great Christmas.
See you next year.
It's Christmas because we did the Infinity Stone.